If you guys would like to get yourself some official Simpzy merchandise, check out my Spreadshirt link in the description below for t-shirts, hoodies, mugs and cups. If you do make a purchase, send me a photo on Twitter, but regardless, let's get stuck into the video. Hey guys, my name is Simpzy, how are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4. We're playing as Fascist Ireland on the road to 56 mod. This is episode 2. So guys, if you still are enjoying this series and would like to see more, the best way to ensure more content is leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts and opinions about the series thus far, feedback and suggestions of where you would like me to expand and conquer. So guys, it's the 1st of April 1939, World War II, funnily enough, is in full effect. Surprising settings, the date, to be honest. In the last episode, if you haven't gone and seen it, we started obviously out as a humble democratic Ireland. Now we are a fascist state. We invaded south the Iberian Peninsula, hitting nationalist Spain. They were divided and well, we nearly didn't conquer them, to be honest. They were divided between communism and nationalism, fascism. We attacked the nationalists, and we managed to get a nice sort of footholding here in the province of Galicia. As you can see, we managed to hunker down, build up some fortifications, then we pushed through Oviedo and took out the rest. They actually managed to consolidate themselves, which was a tricky task. However, now Ireland is the firm ruler of Iberia, and we're going to be attacking Portugal in today's episode as well. We've also got a couple of territories in North Africa. We've managed to subjugate and liberate the Moorish Empire. The Moors are back. Obviously, were puppeted, subjugated under Spaniard rule. They are now a free and independent people of Africa. As you can see, we've got some smaller territories down in Africa itself. But awesomely enough, because we have, of course, the Moors here, we can navally invade someone like Brazil. We can actually go into South America and navally invade. It might be an idea doing, like, if we can build up enough, get like a surprise attack against Brazil, we might be able to puppet them or something. So as you can see, we're currently 67% fascist, 33% communist, with good old Duffy here. Decisions-wise, there's nothing too much we can do. We're currently at 115 political power. Stability's okay. War support 80, and we've got 10k men. We've got artillery coming, along with atomic research. Trade-wise, oh wow, so we've actually got a lot of resources down here in Iberia, but we're actually sending a lot of way. We're extracting 97 steel, 8 tungsten, 4 aluminium. We're importing oil. So I'm tempted to save that political power to potentially go with a closed economy once we're back at war with someone. I also want to switch over to extensive conscription at some point as well. Construction-wise, what am I best to do? I haven't actually rejigged this now, because we were at a stage with construction that there wasn't actually much to be done in Ireland. Right, so we actually can do this down in Spain now. So let's convert Spain to a military powerhouse. We need these military factories where we can. It's probably not a bad idea getting... We've actually got a lot of steel. I think we'll actually leave a couple of spaces here and there so we can get rubber and synthetic refineries. That's probably next on the list. How else are we looking? Production-wise, infantry equipment's doing alright as well. Recruitment coming as well. We've got some mobilized. Logistics-wise, we have 86,000 rifles, which is fantastic. So, let's have a look at the wars and see how the world is sort of shaping up now, shall we? So, we have the British and German war. The Axis, with Germany, Italy, and Bulgaria, along with the Comintern, with the Soviet Union, Mongolia, and Tenatuvu, are at war with the Allied forces. They've lost 300,000 men, and the Allies have lost 1 million nearly. The UK and France need to capitulate, while Italy and Germany need to capitulate for the Axis and the Soviet Union. So, basically, what caused this war? Also, China and Japan are still going at it. Funnily enough, Japan still hasn't joined the Axis. So, how did this all start? Well, if you haven't gone and watched the last episode, I'll quickly recap you now. The Soviet Union declared war upon Lithuania. Lithuania joined the Allies, I believe. The Soviet Union were the main aggressors. Next one's after Lithuania. Stalin and his Bolshevik forces stormed Poland, and as you can see here, Warsaw is firmly under Soviet control. Putin, the city, only 5 tiles away from Berlin, is under Soviet control. I think the Comintern doesn't border the Allies anywhere else. No. The Axis declared war upon France. I think that's exactly what happened. I think France joined the Allies, and Italy might have declared war upon them. Regardless, as you can see here, Italy is fighting them pretty toe-to-toe. It actually really helped me out when the Allies went to war with the Axis, because Italy and Germany withdrew their volunteered troops from Spain and basically made them capitulate. As you can see here, France have actually pushed over the Maginot Line. They've got Strasbourg, and they're about to hit Stuttgart very shortly. So, I don't know. I'm sort of umming and ahhing whether or not to join the Axis just yet. We can join up with Adolf Hitler. The only problem is we actually border the Allies quite a bit. As you can see, we border them down in the south in Gibraltar, over the Pyrenees here as well, and also back in my home country. If I can take out Portugal in this episode, and then if I can just basically wait until Germany and Italy take out France, I can strike the UK. I think that's our best bet. We'll knock out Northern Ireland. We might invade somewhere like Liverpool, maybe further up the coast in Scotland, in Glasgow, or we could hit a Welsh town on the coast here in Cardiff and cut Britain in half and hit them quite early on. To be fair, it's 1939 and no one's really ready for war. My 10 units are actually pretty hard fighters. As you can see, we've got a level 21 veteran here, level 12, level 14. We've got battle-hardened men who have been fighting in Iberia, getting rid of that guerrilla warfare for years. So my troops are actually surprisingly battle-hardened. But that's basically how the world is shaping up for this Irish series. Couple of the main objectives like I want to do. Like I said, I wanted to take out the UK for myself. That's definitely my go-to. I want the UK. Also, maybe setting up some overseas colonies, attacking some other countries in Europe. We've done that, taking Iberia, and now puppeting the Moors. I also want to take out the United States and Australia, and then I'll probably sort of check off the list. But we're going to probably join the Axis. We've done incredibly well so far playing as Ireland. I never thought I'd get this far, to be honest. But I think we're probably going to prepare, probably wait a little bit, and we'll have a crack at Portugal now. Okay, guys, I think I'm ready to hit Portugal now. First things first, let's start justifying war against them. Call in our allies. We currently have... Do we have air... Yeah, we should have air superiority over the top. I have no idea how many active fighters the Portuguese are going to have. Also, we've got a navy. 7 submarines. Should I get them to come down to Portugal? Maybe do some convoy raiding? It's probably not a bad idea. If we can cut their supply, it's probably good. Okay, let's keep up the offensive. Let's cross our fingers and hope that no one joins with the Portuguese. To be fair, they are currently neutral. We should be able to get the best of them. My manpower is incredibly low, so I'm actually going to drop a couple of divisions here. We'll be fine. We don't need many more. Oh, who's this? Adolf Hitler wants me to join the German Reich. Join the Axis. No way, Jose. Just yet. Okay, so how well are we doing here in Portugal? Portugal. We've been pushed there. Still not doing too bad. The thing is, right, if we can take Porto and Lisbon, that's GG. That's what we really need to do. We just need to sort of get around this front line. Try and push where we can. Okay, we are encroaching upon them. Align with Axis. I don't want to do that just yet. We've actually had some unresolved naval conflicts. Oh, what? My submarines are all gone. Oh, fuck off. 7 submarines were sunk by 1 destroyer. That's a piss take, that is. That's fine. We're going to get more submarines eventually. It's just going to take a little bit longer, I guess. Oh, that sucks, man. Regardless. Oh, God, we're being surrounded here. Shit. I didn't even see that. Fall back. I saw us winning. I was like, oh shit, maybe we're right. Well, why is that undefended? We need to take Porto. If we can take Lisbon, they might actually capitulate. Come on then, go for Lisbon. Keep going. Oh, I've been surrounded there. We've still got Porto. Come on. There's someone holding it out though. Like, go for Porto now. Yes. Yep, we've got it. How have they not capitulated on top of that? They must have. You'd think. What are they actually holding anymore? Oh, there we go. Boom. I was going to say. Anyway, Portugal's capitulated. Got a bit hairy there, but we've done it. It's just because you have to go around the back there. Bloody hell. So, the thing is with Portugal, they've actually got a lot of overseas territories, which is fantastic for us. We're going to get oil and we're going to get rubber. So we can actually satellite Angola, Mozambique, and New Guinea. I'm actually going to take everything. I think that's what I want to do. We're going to need everything down here because we're going to need that territory. So, we've taken 10,000 equipment off the Portuguese. Have the Axis actually made an advance at all? Not really. They've brought back their territory, Strasbourg. They're still going back up to the Maginot Line. So, we've managed to acquire 10 more military factories from Portugal, which is fantastic. And our manpower isn't too bad either. So, Portugal's gone. Who do we go against next? Okay, guys, I think I'm ready to now join the Axis and attack the Allied forces, attack France and the United Kingdom. It's the 19th of August, 1939. Hitler in real life didn't invade Poland until November 1939, which is just insane. I've been waiting for a time when the Axis sort of had the upper hand, and they have here. They've pushed over the Maginot Line here. Italy is still sort of back and forth, but I reckon I could probably alleviate some of the pressure. Attacking Northern Ireland here. 13 divisions, 2 trucks ready to go. We'll take Belfast quickly. We'll hop on over to the UK, and we can capitulate them hopefully. The main concern is France. This Pyrenees border here is completely undefended. I'm going to take out Gibraltar. I'm going to take them out here. But let's have a quick look at the war itself. The Allies and the Axis are basically drawing on manpower loss. Jeez, okay. 240k for the Germans, 600k for the Italians, Bulgaria 1k, Soviet Union 184. The Brits have lost a lot, France has lost a lot. So basically, how we would divvy it up is probably give France bottom of Italy bottom of France, maybe Germany the top. Soviet Union, most of these Eastern Bloc countries. But if I can take the United Kingdom myself, I'm going to do that. So, let's join Hitler. Okay. Now, have I been called in? Am I now at war? Ask me to join Hitler. And I will. Join wars. That's what we want. Yep, so technically we are now at war with them. Fantastic. I don't want to initiate this attack just yet with Arthur McBride. So let's push over and take Belfast quickly. Peace conference calculating. Oh, that must be in China here. Oh my god. It looks like China's got chicken pox. That's hilarious. Right, I think we've got enough divisions, I think. We need to save up this manpower. So they're actually pushing there quite well. Oh, they've got men on this border here. You shouldn't be attacking. Shit, I can't afford to lose Spain. I'm just going to have to hope that I can annex the UK quicker than they can get rid of me. Okay, so we've taken out Northern Ireland pretty easily. El Salvador's at war with Guatemala, Peru with Ecuador. Okay, but now what we're going to have to do is rally up here and navally invade. I'm hoping the Axis can really push through here, because they're starting to gobble up me. What am I at to capitulating, even with them just taking a tiny amount of that? None, okay. They're actually trying to push me in Gibraltar there, that's interesting. Look, we're going to have to try and navally invade where we can. I reckon probably just here in Glasgow. Take the entirety of the north of Scotland, then we'll hammer down south. Is probably our best bet. Negotiate now with the UK, with the Germans. I want to give you military access, Stalin. Just in case you want troops to, like, be ferried over. Okay, guys, welcome back. We found a footholding, finally. We've actually gone for the port of Cardiff here, and we're going to take England from the west coast, hopefully hitting over in East Anglia. Let's have a look at how the war is sort of shaping up. The Axis are actually, with Hitler, actually doing quite well in France. They've pushed over here and taken Dijon. They've taken, what does that say? What's this place here? Grenoble or something? Gren something. They've taken Lyon. Unfortunately, the Italians have been pushed back. However, they've made huge swathes of territory here. They've pushed over the Pyrenees, the French, and are actually attacking me in Iberia, which isn't good. We're actually holding out well here. Let's have a quick look. Where were we? Yep, okay, right. So we're actually at no point to capitulation here, even though they're taking Spain, which is fine. Let's have a quick look at... I thought I lost... I swear that said 1 million men before. Was that lying to me? It said 1 million. Maybe it's more accurate once I join. I don't know. Regardless, we need to push an attack. That's what we need to do. We need to now actually make swathes into taking out the UK. If we can take Wales, that'd be great. But, like, London is really what's on our list. And Birmingham. And Manchester. You know what I mean? Like, we need to take these huge industrial territories as quickly as possible. Most of the British army is away fighting in Europe. So, we might be able to get some surprise attacks here. I have no idea until the British capitulate, like what's their percent. But if we can sort of consolidate ourselves enough, Anglo-Irish trade war ends. Yeah, finally. Everyone's been clamouring for that. You know why it's ended? Because we've ended their industrial power. That's what's happened. Okay, let's push up here and take the territories of Newcastle and whatnot. You can push over and take like Hull. If we... Oh, also, wars-wise, there's been heaps of wars. Shit. I need to pause. Mexico declares war upon Guatemala. Are we actually at a threat there? No. Okay, right. Yeah, there's been a couple of funny wars. Like, here we go. Sweden joined the Allies. And Finland joined the Comintern. So the Swedes are actually fighting the Norwegians here. And also there's some stuff going down in South America as well. Oh, wow. So Peru has joined the Axis. Ecuador's at war with the Allies. There's even some Japanese troops fighting there. That's really interesting. Okay, so what's the UK at to capitulating? 33%. We do have... what's it called? Go for that. We do have military access with, like, the Soviet Union and stuff. The fall of Paris. Excellent. Hopefully this will slow these guys down. Oh, we've taken Gibraltar there. We might be able to hold up in Madrid with you. That might be not a bad idea. I thought I could take a lot more territory than what I could. Let's surround and kill them. We're doing well. We just need to be doing a bit better. Like, you swing this way, mate. Yeah, and this is going to allow the rest to go north. Oh, that's a lot better. It was that sort of not in Manchester that was holding us up. Okay. We're doing pretty well against the British. Like I said, this is probably like what's remaining of their army. Just reserves. Probably nothing spectacular. But we've officially carved them up now. We've divided them. So, let's push for the Toon. Let's push for Newcastle. I'll take that. I might get rid of some of these. I'll deal with that in a sec. Alright, you can sit here. Push for the gap then. And then come on from the north down against them. Manpower-wise, we're doing alright. We're getting surrounded there. I might need to sort of rejig this front line in a second. Okay, we're pushing to try and take Newcastle now. I've divided up my armies in two. A southern attack and a northern here. We're doing quite well against the UK. They're currently at 50% of capitulation. How does the war go? Yep, so it looks like France has been pretty much carved up, which is what you want. If we can get Germany and Italy to get out France, we can focus on the UK. I kind of want them to send me volunteers, though. Like, can you send me an army, an expedition army or something? No, you can't. Damn, because if we can get the UK to capitulate, that's one down, you know? I think we just need to sort of hold the position we've got. Push around through, like, these areas. Okay, now we've got a surrounding tactic against Newcastle. And that's a lot better. Boom, Newcastle's gone. Go for Edinburgh now. Get rid of some of this negotiation. We've got troops sitting idly by in Madrid. But even with... yeah, look at that. Even with... what is it? Iberia nearly fallen. We're alright. We're fine. I don't know if we're actually better off to push down here. Venezuela at war with Colombia. I would say no. I say get rid of the north of England. Venezuela joins the Axis. We can get Edinburgh. Colombia joins the Allies. Yeah, I think just sort of hold for the time being, honestly. We've actually got enough to drop some of these blokes. They're at half strength, but get over here. Yeah, that's what we want. We want these guys back. Yeah, that's what we want. We want infantry. We want actual proper infantry coming back. Okay, it's currently the 5th of November 1939. There's like a couple of pockets here and there which are like the Brits are wide open. In the north... oh, we've got you on the front line. Get to the front line then, buddy. Yeah, in the north we're doing fine now. We managed to... there was only, what, 2 units like really left up here? So quickly get rid of that, mate, and then hammer you north. Japan does what? Oh, France has capitulated, finally. Japan demands French Indochina. That's right. Okay. Oh, those reinforcements have come. Excellent stuff. We've nearly capitulated the UK before 1940. Oh, excuse me. If I can do that, I'll be so happy. What's this? Stuff we're being called into. But yeah, France has capitulated. Those units that invaded me are gone. So we'll give the entirety of France to the Axis forces. Well, just push for it, lads. Hit London. Here come the Irishmen. La 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 la. I don't know a very Irish song. Right. London has fallen to the Irish of all people. Okay. Isn't that a sequel to that shit movie? Stay here in London. There we go. Stay there, mate. What are they at to now? 95. Okay, I probably should have a look at this now. So I've lost 37k. I've lost absolutely nothing. The Italians 60, 76. This is insane, right? This is why I have to use a faction manager mod, because it's just ridiculous. Like, okay, so if the war room came up and it's like a vanilla game, you know. Oh, I didn't realize there's tabs here. Yeah, as you can see, I have committed 10% to the war. Italy has 16%, right? What have Italy done in this war? They've lost their African territories, and they've barely pushed into modern-day Marseille. They've taken Nice. I have strategically conquered and wiped out the Midlands of England, Wales, and Scotland, but just because more of the stupid Italian bastards died, they get a higher war score with me? Nah. They have a better claim than the UK than me? Nah, you got to use faction manager mods in this game because it's just ridiculous. The war room, just yet it doesn't really accurately represent like conquest. Greece declares war on the German Reich. I'm going to decline for the time being. Hopefully this doesn't get merged. Or maybe I do hope it does get merged. I don't know. Okay, where are we looking? Dover needs to be taken. Once I take the north here, I'm hoping that's it. But then this is going to free up these divisions in the north. Okay, guys, how you doing? Welcome back. It's currently the 9th of January 1940. We've taken the entirety of Scotland, most of northern England and Wales, of course. I've got 14 divisions on the front line here now. I brought up some of my boys from Iberia that were left behind. Obviously, France has capitulated now. Yeah. I guess the UK sits upon a knife edge now. They're currently they're quite close to capitulating. Look, we've been fighting on this front line for ages. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to skip like a month or so. Hopefully the Germans can start navally invading, or maybe I can do some on my own. I'm hoping just basically for some pockets here, because it's getting a little bit boring. I'm fighting along this front line. The Brits are holding out as best they can. It's just going to take a matter of time before they capitulate. That's the thing. Political power 51. How are we going? 72k manpower. Not really too much else we can do. My communism's quite high. I need to put that down more. Right, decisions-wise, we actually can go with, like, war propaganda stuff. There's nothing really here that interests me. Trade-wise, I went with, as well, a closed economy, so we're not getting them anymore. But look how much tungsten we've got here. Steel is quite good as well. Production-wise, 52. Factories, naval, 21. Let's get these locations here in Dublin. Yeah, that's what we want. Get those done. I forgot to reset them. Cool. Let's leave them as is. Actually, might even add a couple more on top of that. 52k manpower will be right. How are we going wars-wise? So, at the moment, it's pretty much bang on even as to how many men have lost. 400k for the Brits, 500k for the Germans, 700k for the Italians. I've lost 67k, which is absolutely bloody nothing. Comintern's lost 23. So, by the look of it, I'll probably actually... Like, I might even liberate Scotland and Wales. I want to take most of the United Kingdom. Obviously, Germany and Italy have the biggest claim to France. But apart from that, like, looking at the allies here, right? Greece probably could go to Bulgaria. I could make a huge Moorish empire here. But yeah, the British Raj, Australia, they're really up for grabs. I've got to give the Comintern like Poland and stuff, but... Apart from that, it's going to be dictated between me, the Soviet Union, Germany, and Italy as to see how the stuff is divided up. But as you can see, I'm holding on the front lines quite well. It's just going to be a matter of time until we sort of push this front line. Wait for a space to open, you know. It has gotten a little bit more heavier, seeing that obviously... France capitulated, so they had to ferry most of their troops back, but we're going to be able to win this quite easily. It's just going to take time, that's the only thing. Ah, finally! The United Kingdom has capitulated. It took till like halfway towards February. The UK has capitulated, 24,000 rifles, 700 support. Okay, so, here we go, guys. Wowee! So, I'm going to give up myself, obviously, the majority of the war score. I am using a faction manager mod. So, I'm going to dictate as to who gets what. So, this is who we have to divide up. We have to divide up France, the United Kingdom, the Netherlands, Latvia, Greece, Australia, Canada, Colombia, New Zealand, South Africa, the British Raj, British Malay, Sweden, Poland, Ecuador, the Kingdom of Ireland's untouched, and the East Indies. I'm going to try and be as fair as possible, but obviously I've got player bias. But I'll try and dish it out as best we can as to who fought where, who lost a lot of casualties and whatnot. But I'm definitely going to take the majority of the United Kingdom because I did most of the fighting and the dying for it. Okay, guys, welcome back. I'm actually going to go through the peace conference, the Treaty of Ajeko, I don't know how to say that. Anyway, with you guys, because unfortunately the game crashed before, so I went through everything and divvied up the war room, the peace conference, but it crashed. So I already actually know what I'm going to do and what I'm going to plan. So at that point, I might as well just show you, because usually I'm umming and ahhing what to give and what to do, but I already know what I want to do. So, let's basically give everything to me, the war score, and then I'll dish it out amongst the factions. I've already know where I'm going to start and sort of head on. So I might as well go through you guys and divvy it all up. So once we load back in, I had to like reload a save and retake the United Kingdom. It's a fucking ball ache. Trust me. So it might be a different date when we get back. Okay, that should be enough war score now to divvy this up. So firstly, I'm going to give myself the United Kingdom. I think that's perfectly fair. As we took it, we did most of the fighting and the dying. So, let's straight up take the United Kingdom. Boom. That's for me. Right, let's push north and let's have a look at Finland and Sweden. Now, in this war, Finland fought most of it. I think the Soviet Union might have helped out, but let's give this entirety of Sweden to Finland. As you can see here, we're going to give it to Finland. Just double check. Yep, that's fine. So now Sweden is a part of that. Moving on now to the Soviet Union. They started the war with the Allies. They took Latvia. They should get it back. And they also should get the entirety of Poland as they took it. That's fair, and that's how it's going to go. So, we'll give that to the Soviet Union, as you can see there. Pushing on down now to France. Let's go with the German Reich. Let's give them the Netherlands. And let's start off by giving them the north of France and the Maginot Line. Now, where do we cut the border off? Probably there. I think the Italians should get that bottom bit. So let's give that to the Germans. Let's move over to the Italians now. I think that's fair. Give them that. Boom. Okay, so that's most of Europe done. We've got Greece to deal with. We've got this as well, British Raj. Now, this is where it gets a little bit difficult and kind of debatable. I feel like we should establish a proper Moorish kingdom here. So that's what I would like to do. I think we're going to have to puppet stuff like Greece and Canada and Australia and most of these other blokes because they didn't do much of the fighting. So what we're going to do now is, before we start puppeting stuff, I think I want to try and expand more people firstly. So let's go down here to the Siamese Empire. They did a lot of fighting down here. So let's give them at least a decent area here in India. Let them expand their territory. So we're going to give this to Siam. Modern day Thailand, they can have that chunk. Where else am I sort of looking? I think the rest here, I think there should be a North African state. To be fair, Italy did do some fighting here. So I'm going to give that to Italy. But I really want to rally this all up with the Moors. I'm sure Hitler wouldn't mind a sort of native state here. Because at the end of the day, the Moors are from this land. They know it better than anyone. So we've made a huge Moorish state here, which is fantastic. I'm just going to quickly zoom back to Italy, because I want to try and give them... they did take Zog. Maybe I should give half of... Yeah, maybe I should give like this half of Greece to Italy. I think that's probably not a bad idea. And like take Crete problems, so let them sort of surround the Med, yeah. And then we'll puppet this small bit of Greece. We'll give Italy this. We've got to give them a little bit more than what we're sort of giving them. Okay, so now let's head over to these puppeted countries. So let's head over to Canada. We need to puppet them. So I guess I puppet them. I guess straight up we might as well. So I'm now going to puppet Canada. Done. I'm going to puppet the British Raj because no one did any fighting there. So I guess I just take it so I can control their troops. They would join the Axis. They would get their freedom. So let's puppet the British Raj. Australia now. Let's puppet them. New Zealand now. Let's puppet them. Greece. Let's puppet them. Okay, we've got the Dutch East Indies. Let's just puppet them. British, Malay, let's puppet them. Okay, Ecuador. Right, we've got some territories here to deal with in South America. So Peru was fighting Ecuador and Colombia, and Venezuela were fighting here as well. So let's find Peru. Let's give them Ecuador at least. I'm just trying to give them like a good part here. So let's give Peru that. And then we'll give Venezuela this bit. They've got to get some good allied territories there. So Venezuela has expanded quite a bit, but so has Peru. So at the moment, we've still got we've got Ecuadorian territories where? Give all the rest to Peru. South Africa, let's have a talk about that. We've actually got some territory down here. Should I make South Africa like a big space down here? And then maybe try and give these to them? No, let's puppet South Africa. South Africa. Let's puppet them. Where is South Africa? Here. Let's actually expand them up a bit. Yeah, probably to that border there. We'll cut that off. We'll give South Africa a bit more territory here. Let's look at the UK. Let's satellite like Egypt or something. Like satellite Egypt here is probably not a bad idea. So where's Egypt here? And then we'll probably extend Egypt out. Yeah, I think that's probably our best bet. Is there someone here we could... Maybe Syria? I'm trying to think. Yeah. I think Egypt should at least take... like that bit. Yeah, I think... And then maybe we should get Syria here or something. Yep, so let's give that to Egypt. We've puppeted them. Or rather, satellited them. Right, it's just these little other factions to deal with. What else can we deal with here? I'm trying to see what's what. Look, what we'll do is we'll go back to Egypt, and I couldn't see there didn't seem to be like a Syria here. Actually, hang on a minute. Yeah, no, Free France. No, that's weird. Oh. Anyway, it looks like I was trying to give it to like a Syria or something, but we'll give the most of it to probably like Egypt. Actually, I might just take these smaller stuff here for myself. Yeah, we'll give that to Egypt. There's a huge pocket here in Africa. I reckon just give that to the Moors. They're being with us from pretty much day dot, so let's give it to them. Okay, so what leaves what? I just think I'll take the rest, to be honest. Hong Kong territory, there's going to be little islands all around the place, and it's just going to waste time. There's no point. So let's just find a take all. Yeah, let's take all the remaining states. For myself, there's like Madagascar here. That's probably actually a bit bigger commodity. Let's give that to South Africa. At least. Yeah, give them that. And I'll take the rest for myself. Boom. So as you can see, the world has been divvied up. I feel like I've done it as fair as I could have really. Oh, I should have given that to Canada instead of just letting that uniform like United Kingdom territory there. So obviously I've taken the entirety of the United Kingdom for myself. We've got España beforehand. Germany's taken the north of France. Italy's taken the south. Finland has Sweden now. The Soviets now have Lithuania and Poland. Greece is now a puppet of the Axis. So is now this united Egyptian faction, along with a united Moorish Empire. South Africa is unified as well. So Africa's sort of broken into this three entente thing. Venezuela's expanded, so has Peru. We've got a naval. We've actually got Canada on site, so we can invade the states from the north. The British Raj is with us. Siam's gone bigger. The Dutch here as well. So I think I might just sort of cancel it. Let's calculate the peace conference. And what we'll do is, Xinjiang joined commenter, and that's fine. But like I said, the date's different, 23rd. It was like the 10th of February or something. I had to go back and load a save. Look at that, 3,200 equipment seized. Excellent stuff. Whew. Where are we looking? So, we've got Centralist Australia here. Oh, the Irish East Indies. Oh, that's hilarious. Siamese Amp. The Irish Raj. Why is it all Irish? I guess because I'm the puppet leader. Check out the Moorish Empire here, though. How fantastic is that? But this is what the world looks like in an Axis black. The Kingdom of Jordan here is what's the last remaining of the Allies. We've got the National Union of Greece. The EEE. Soviets taken there. Finland's actually quite large as well. Oh, Finland's in the Axis. Huh. I thought Finland joined Comintern. I thought it was... Oh, so it was actually allies. Oh, Finland did alright then out of that. That's cool. We've obviously got the UK here now. What else? Unitary Canada. Fascist. That's cool. I should be able to request a lot of divisions, but we've managed to beat the Allies bang on 1942. Unfortunately, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to support this Irish campaign, let me know in the comments suggestions where you'd like me to expand. I think naturally going to war with the United States next is on key, along with dealing with the Comintern. But yeah, we've done incredibly well with Ireland so far. This is the territory we actually own, while in blue, majority of our puppets and really our allies. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series, and if you'd like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box these days to get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click the bell, of course, to join the notifications squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. If you guys would like to get yourself some cheap and reliable games, check out my G2A affiliation link in the description below. Maybe you can pick up a strategy game you haven't picked up just yet. Maybe Hearts of Iron, maybe Crusader Kings 2, maybe a Total War. Check out my G2A affiliation link in the description below for cheap and reliable games. I do recommend going and checking out the prices even. There's some really good prices on there. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye. Really close cinematic shots here, pushing through the breach. Oh, look at... That was probably the shot of the video there.